It was attempted torture. What's the T? Psychic reading time. So it doesn't feel like actual, stringing somebody up. What this feels like is mental torture. Okay, you've got somebody in your energy who's got narcissistic tendencies, and they've been trying everything that they can to try and scare you, to threaten you. Got threatening on the bottom of the deck there. Power plays, controlling presence. You feel unsafe. Okay, they're lurking on fake accounts. Okay, what you're being asked to do is dust it off. Okay, try not to let it get to you. I get. It's hard when you're a targeted individual and you've got these intimidation tactics. You've got these attempts to make you paranoid, etc., etc., etc. Okay, I'm being told they will not win. They will not win. This person is a fool. This person thinks they are mightier than God. This person, just to confirm, is a narcissist. Okay. Do not engage. Okay. Focus on what you're doing. Okay. Because this person's a happiness hater. There's also a certain amount of cock blocking. Okay. So they might have been attempting to get involved or stop your love life. Okay. And they're a spiritual hater. Okay. Mad you're glowing up. Thinks your magic is fake. Low vibes only. Now, I get this a lot. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm far from one of the big creators on TikTok, or definitely on YT. You know what I mean? Good Lord. However, within the community that I'm in, most of these people aren't on TikTok. Most of these people aren't on YT. Most of these people just do it as a part-time job. And they cannot stand the fact that I have such a massive following compared to them. They can't hack it. They can't handle it. Okay. They're an impersonator, wants your life, copies your style, obsessed with being you. Okay, now this person steals your ideas but releases it at a slightly later date. Now, sadly, people are so blinded that they don't see this. They can't see this, and I want to tell you, there's not even any point trying to tell people because they won't listen. And again, when you're a targeted individual, the whole system, the whole community is against you. It's not nice to hear. People say he's being paranoid. Am I? Am I really? I'm sick of talking about my story. I'm not going to talk about my story again. Am I paranoid? Probably a little bit. You would be too if you were me. Right, legal issues. Facing court matters, paperwork and delays, dealing with authority. Okay. This is what this person's going to be facing. Okay. The corruption goes a lot deeper than what you think. Wasting time, stuck, no changes limited. This is what they've been trying to do to you. As I always say, when you're a targeted individual, a lot of the attacks you face, it's little annoying frustration. So, case in point, I've said this on a couple of bits of my content if you've been following it. The last couple, the neighbours ordering a takeaway and putting my address down. Why? Because it stops me. I have to get up. I have to go to the door, and then they go, "Oh, sorry, we've put the," and it's just all this kind of time wasting. Time wasting. Right. The clarity will come in time. Okay. Moving. Right. I feel that you're moving. Okay. I feel like you're going to be moving soon. Okay. And just by getting out of the current energy and environment, that is going to cause a reset. I want to use that word reset. Okay. Never forget who you are, and never forget how Source has your back. Now, this personal people, karmic friends, can't fully trust them. Always some, always some tension, low key competing with you. Okay, so that's a bit of a clue in regard to who this person is. They're hooked. They can't let it go. They cannot let it go. Why? Because they're a copycat. They're a fraud. They have no originality for themselves. So if they let you go, they'd have to find another source to try and rip off. Okay, but because you're gold, right? You're golden. You radiate gold. They're hooked on that. You know what I mean? It's like an addiction. Okay, coming out two more. Scarcity tactics, fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. So they're a show off. They make out they're something that they're not. Okay. Fishing for compliments. They like people blowing smoke up their arse, basically. They're going to get bad karma.